Stuttgart's Frühlingsfest is the largest spring folk festival in the world. 2 million visitors over 3 weeks. Very few foreign tourists, 4 beer tents, twice as many as Munich, an 85-acre fairground on the banks of the Neckar River. It's a celebration of beer, tradition, and renewal that challenges any festival venue in Europe on the fun scale. You've probably never even heard of it, but that's the point of this video. I'm Chris, your chief ski sommelier and founder of Eat Drink Fun. This channel covers the best skiing, food, and wine in the Alps and beyond. All of it based on my own firsthand experience and recommendations. If this is your first time here, welcome. Let's get into it. Every April, as the ski season in Vorarlberg, Tyrol, and Südtirol wind down, the car cities of southern Germany start their engines. Munich and Stuttgart both host a Frühlingsfest, a springtime festival. Munich's Frühlingsfest is called the Kleine Wiesen, which translates in dialect to the Little Meadow, or Little Oktoberfest in layman's terms. It takes place on the Theresienwiese, the same location as Oktoberfest. It offers 2 large beer tents instead of 17 in autumn. Around 1.2 million visitors instead of 6 million. This is actually a feature, not a bug. The atmosphere is warmer, more local, and far easier to enjoy at a medium pace. Until 2026, Munich's festival was only 2 weeks long, but now it's been extended to 3 weeks to match its Schwäbisch neighbor to the west. Speaking of Stuttgart, the Frühlingsfest in Bad Cannstatter has been running for 86 years, 26 years longer than in Munich. It draws between 1.5 to 2 million visitors per year. 4 large beer tents, around 250 attractions, a proper Ferris wheel, roller coasters, bumper cars, shooting games, and a Krämermarkt, or flea market, with over 50 vendors. It's a great place to buy a customized beer deckel for your Maßkrug. Both cities mandate that a portion of seats remain unreserved in beer tents.
We are now opening the festival grounds. Proceed in an orderly fashion and take care of those around you.
Walk-in seating on a weekday afternoon is realistic, but weekday evening and weekends require a reservation, made directly through each tent's website. Table blocks are for 10 people, which makes them well-suited for a group. Budget €100 to €150 per person for a full day, including food, 2 or 3 rounds of beer, wine, water, rides, and games of skill and strength. Bring cash as a backup, as contactless payment is definitely more common than it used to be, but still not totally universal. When giving a tip, which is optional, it's still very polite to do so in euro coins. What remains amazing to me is that we are a quarter way through the 21st century, and it seems like almost no English-speaking travelers know that these spring beer festivals even exist. Now you do. Here's why the Frühlingsfest matters for my fellow fans of skiing and nice things. Sölden's Electric Mountain Festival overlaps with the beginning of the German Frühlingsfeste in late April. Ischgl holds its Top of the Mountain season-closing festival in late April or early May. The timing is perfect. Close out the ski season in style with an epic high-altitude party in Tyrol, then top off your trip with German spring beer festivals as they hit their stride. Munich is roughly 2.5 hours from Ischgl by road. Stuttgart is 3.5. 1 week on the mountain, 1 week in the beer tents and beer gardens. It's one of the most satisfying itineraries in Europe, and only people in the know take advantage. If you want help building that route, Tyrol to Frühlingsfest, with the right tents, reservations, and hotel recommendations, that is exactly what EDF's custom adventure service is built for. Check out the links in the description. Munich's 2 tents offer traditional Bavarian beer fest fun. The Festhalle Bayernlang is the festival's anchor, run by the Schöneger family for over 50 years. Roughly 5,000 guests inside, plus a beer garden. It exclusively pours Augustinerbräu, Munich's oldest brewery, established in 1328. By my and many experts' honest assessment, it is the finest large-volume brewery in Germany. Augustiner still uses traditional wooden barrels of 200 liters called Hirschen, the deer. That is increasingly rare, and it matters to the flavor. Festhalle Bayernlang is also where the ceremonial first keg is tapped each April. If you're there for opening day, the tapping ceremony is worth seeing. It's also a good chance to rub elbows with politicians and dignitaries you don't recognize. The Hippodrom is a legendary beer tent that attracts celebrities, athletes, and society to its 2,300 seats. The tent has tablecloths and ornate place settings. It's an elevated affair. I will spare you the details of the 2014 scandal that saw the Hippodrom cast out of the Fall Oktoberfest, but today, showman Sepp Kretz hosts a fun and welcoming spring party serving Spaten Frühlingsfest beer. The culinary program is also strong. Kretz's menu includes Wagyu beef from his personal farms, as well as duck and the traditional rotisserie Händel. Stuttgart offers 4 large tents at the Frühlingsfest in Bad Cannstatter, and I think they're more unique and interesting than those in Munich. They also have bars in them, some sponsored by champagne houses, others by well-known brands like Jägermeister. I always enjoy the Göcklersmeier. Karl Meyer has run the family business since 1998. His father launched the original chicken rotisserie on the Cannstatter Wasen in the 1950s, the first in Baden-Württemberg. What the Meyers have built since is genuinely sophisticated. Chandeliers, private cocktail bars, second-floor gallery seating, and a contemporary, clean, and pleasing design sensibility that sets it apart from every other festival tent in Germany. The signature dish is the Göckle, a crispy golden rotisserie half chicken. 25,000 of them are devoured over 3 weeks. The beer is Dinkelacke Frühlingsfest beer, a Stuttgart-based independent brewery that produces a special festival brew. One can also find beers from Wuhle, a local cult classic, and Sanwald Hefeweizen, which are all brands within the larger Dinkelacke Schwabenbräu family. I interviewed Karl Meyer in 2021 for the Eat Drink Fun podcast. If you want to understand the culture behind this tent before you visit, that conversation is worth an hour of your time. A link is in the description.
Beim
Benz, das Hofbräuzelt, is the tent formerly known as Grandel's Hofbräuzelt. Marcel Benz took over in 2022 and has since earned the Schmeck am Süden Taste of the South quality seal. Beim Benz is the first festival tent in Baden-Württemberg to receive it. Over 80% of the ingredients are sourced regionally. The beer is Stuttgarter Hofbräu Frühlingsfest beer, brewed specifically for the season. The Wasenwirt is the party tent. DJs, house bands, bench dancing, that comes with every tent. But the Wasenwirt is the right choice when the priority is fun, beer, and more fun. The Wasenwirt serves Stuttgarter Hofbräu at €14.40 per Mass, which is the new normal for a Mass at Fest. The Almhütte Royal is the newest addition, a full alpine chalet constructed on the Wasen, with a second-floor gallery, exposed wooden interior, and a menu that references hardy alpine cooking. If you arrive directly from the Arlberg, Tyrol, or the Dolomites, this tent will feel like a very comfortable place to transition. If you're building this itinerary, Ski Week in Tyrol, Beer Festival Week in southern Germany, EDF's Skisom consulting service takes the pain and stress out of planning. Tent reservations, hotel selection, restaurant recommendations, and the routing between all of it. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. So which Frühlingsfest is for you? My recommendation, do both. But if you can only do one, here's the distinction. Munich's Frühlingsfest delivers the Oktoberfest experience at a human scale. Smaller crowd, more local, easier access. If Oktoberfest ever overwhelmed you, or if you're flying in and out of Munich on a tight schedule, this Spring Beer Fest may be the answer. But only 2 hours away in Stuttgart, the more adventurous guest is rewarded. Schwäbisch food is distinctive. Käsespätzle, Maultaschen, Bubespitze. These are dishes you will not find in Munich. The tents in Stuttgart are larger and arguably more interesting. From the sleek contemporary elegance of the Göcklersmeier to the rustic alpine lodge feel of the Almhütte Royal. Stuttgart as a city punches well above its perceived weight class. 2 outstanding automotive museums in Mercedes-Benz and Porsche, a botanical garden, and a beautiful wine region producing outstanding Lemberger and Riesling within a mile of the Wasen. Also, Stuttgart is even more local. You will feel like you've discovered a hidden treasure. If you've never been to a beer fest in Germany, the best analogy I can offer you is the American State Fair. Regional food, regional drink, traditional dress, roller coasters, bumper cars, games of strength and skill, live music, and thousands of people having a genuinely great time. The German version adds dress-up in lederhosen, dirndl, and delicious 34-ounce beers. The Münchner and Stuttgarter Frühlingsfeste are 2 of the most enjoyable festivals in Europe, and the most logical extension of a late-season ski trip to the Alps. The beer tents open in mid-April, the lifts close in early May. The only thing required is proper prior planning. If you want the full article with the tent breakdown, must-eat foods, where to shop for lederhosen and dirndl, and hotel recommendations, the article is linked below. Every tent, every brewery, every dish. 2 videos worth watching next if this topic is on your radar. First, my guide to snowshoe ski resorts in Europe will help you decide where to end your season. And if you prefer wine to beer, watch the Arlberg Weinberg video, which is an insider's recommendation for a great early season ski trip and a week-long wine event. If you found this video useful, please let me know in the comments. Super helpful. Please also consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Until next time, please eat well, drink better, and have fun. Prost, ihr Säcke.